Hi, you guys. We're back. YouTube, welcome with Align with Ariana. We are back and in full effect. We are going to start this new series I'm super excited about. And we're going to be talking about this. This is very, very crazy, you guys. So, as you guys know, I have been laying so low key, as you know from the last show. I pretty much just ghosted my whole YouTube channel. And a lot of it was for a lot of reasons we're going to get into. Not today. We're going to save it for another time, but we'll be getting into it. Oh my gosh. So, as you guys know, you're going to do a makeup murder mystery with me. Oh gosh, we're going to put on some foundation and some good things. Listen, I'm not your makeup guru, but I can tell you we're just going to get cute because I love to get cute. And we're going to be talking all things like murder mystery. And the reason why is because honestly, I love this kind of stuff. No, I will not be channeling with my spiritual gift, but I will be using my intuition. Okay, so first off, I want to let you guys know that, if you are a firm believer in God, so am I. So this is not something we're talking about with dealing with any sort of witchcraft or anything like that. We're going to get into the story. So December the 19th, 2018, I believe, there was a story about a girl that went missing, and I believe her name is Iyana Sawyer, which I wanted to cover this story because I thought it was really serious. Okay, so forgive me, I totally need a mirror, but we're gonna be doing this like this without any glasses, so bear with me. So Iyana Sawyer went missing 2018, December 19th, 2018. And she was known to be or expected to be 5 months pregnant during the time that she went missing. She was a high school student, straight A student. Now, this was very alarming when I heard this story. The reason why I'm not tapping into my spiritual gift anymore, because a lot of y'all think that it's fake anyway. So I just decided to just talk about it from my intuition. Not that I care that you think it's fake, that my gift is fake. It's totally real. I don't want to invite the spirits in anymore. I'm just past that phase of my life. So anyways, so back on Iyana. Iyana Sawyer was in high school at the time, and I think her sister was a freshman during the time she was in high school, but she was expected to be, or people thought she was like 5 months pregnant during the time she went missing. Now, it was said that she didn't go to school that day, and that's why things were so alarming, because it wasn't like her, because she was like a straight A student. So it wasn't not like her to go to school or not go to school. And that was just very scary. So I believe it was her grandmother or just someone. I'm not for sure who it was actually, but someone called the authorities and was like, hey, Iyana did not show up to class today. It's very unlike her. She didn't show up for school. Her younger sister came and rode the bus, but she wasn't on the bus. So I need y'all to kind of do a wellness check and like check to make sure, find out she's missing. We can't find her. We don't know where she's at. We've done our own checks and balances, and we're really concerned. So, obviously it's in December. So I want you guys to like put that into context. It's in December during the time she goes missing. So it's cold. They're worried. I think and I believe that the parents know that she's pregnant. Because she did acknowledge it. I guess acknowledge it to her mother that she was pregnant. However, she did not tell her mother with whose child she was pregnant with, because she knew that it was going to bring some concerning questions about what is actually going on with her pregnancy and what is actually taking place. So, I want to put on my glasses just so I can make sure that we're good here with the makeup coverage. I'll do a little bit more. So, yeah, so it's very concerning to her parents, like, or her mother or whatever, like, wait a minute, you're pregnant. What is really going on? So, anyways, they reported it because they knew something was not right with her not going to school. So they checked the cameras and they're like, to see what actually took place. And it looks like December the 19th, she was at school, I believe. Listen, I'm not going to get hung up on these dates, but I just know that it was fishy, okay? I believe December the 19th, she was at school. But December the 27th, she didn't show up to school. And that's when they were like, wait a minute, something's not right. So they checked the cameras and they saw her leaving the school campus with a bag of like her normal school materials, everything that she needs for class, her books, her supplies, all that good stuff. And then they also saw her leaving with an extra bag that seemed to be a little bit bigger than normal. Okay, little bit suspect. Like, why are you leaving this school with this big old bag? Well, the bag, to my understanding from what was viewed, appeared to be lingerie or things that she had in her bag, and she was leaving out the building. So they did not see her, like, I think she was leaving and she got into a car, but they couldn't locate it on the camera, like what was the car, who was the car. You just see her leaving and it's kind of like she just completely vanished, like she just disappeared. Well, here's the tea. The tea is that Iyana had been staying with her aunt, like her and her siblings have been staying with her aunt for like over the summer and weeks, and this thing just gets a little bit out of control. She's staying with her aunt. Her aunt is married to a man. I believe his name is Johnathan. But her aunt is married to this guy, and he works at a car dealership or as a car mechanic or something like that. And apparently his character was very known to be like a very notable person, not anyone that was suspicious of anything, of any sort of odd behavior of some sort, because he was just known to be a good guy. Well, Iyana had been staying with her, wait a minute, you guys, I have to see this. I'm gonna come a little bit closer. Iyana had been staying with her aunt and her aunt's husband. And here's the tea. Iyana and the husband was supposedly having relationships. Now, was it something that he progressed with her? I feel very strongly that he came onto her, honestly, because she was petite, probably seemed to be very fragile. And when you kind of look at some things of the characteristics, it's just not adding up, okay? So he came onto her, which I believe he did. I don't know if that's truth, but they end up doing like a DNA sample because Iyana had like a situation with a neighbor, which was she was supposed to be dating and having relationships with, and he was much older than her at the time. She was actually younger, and so they did like a rape kit on her, and it was the guys next door's DNA that was on the rape kit. But there was also a second unidentified, unknown specimen that was on her lingerie panties, the panties. So there was actually two parts of DNA. One of them they could not find because that person was not in the database, but the other guy that lived next door, he was in the database because he had been arrested before, okay? So they found him and they were like, okay, well, you were the one that had to be messing with her. Like, you had to be doing something with her. Like, where's she at? We want to know. So they began to question him. However, they had to release him because he had one of the strongest alibis, which was it showed text messages that they were like, that he was like at a different place. Literally, he was in another state, I believe, during the time this happened. So I don't know if he was in like Vegas or somewhere, but he was in another state during the time that Iyana went missing. So clearly it wasn't him. So they began to like, investigators begin to look at this like a little bit deeper. Like, who would want to do this to this girl? She's pregnant. She's in high school. She's a straight A student. She's very quiet. She's not on any sort of active teams or like, she doesn't have like a very interesting personal life where she's, has a lot of friends or, hanging out on the weekends, very social. She's not one of those girls. She's very much a quiet type. So here comes the big thing. Like, hold on, wait. I'm supposed to be doing my makeup. So the killer part of this is that I need my glasses to see. But I was just trying to be cool. So I'm just going to put them on anyway, my glasses. So I cannot be so cool. And yeah. So anyway, so here's the tea. The tea is that Iyana's mother gets very concerned because she hasn't heard from her. She's very worried, like, what is going on? Where's my baby? As she should as a mother. And she begins to look through her tablet or social media platform or something like that. And I believe it was like Snapchat, and discovers a series of messages. Like a series of messages, like messages where she was having a conversation with this guy named Jose. And then she was talking about, oh, Jose, you're supposed to be the love of my life. And all of these things. Like, it got real deep in these conversations. This guy's serious. So her mom was like, who the heck is Jose? Like, we need to know who Jose is. So investigators looked more deeply into it, and they come to find out that I guess one of the friends or somebody told them, or sister, somebody was like, well, Jose is her uncle. Like, what? Her uncle. Jose is her uncle. Yeah, her auntie got married to a guy named Johnathan, but they sometimes call him Jose. Like, what? Jose is her uncle, yo. Is her uncle. Investigators began to look at it, and they asked him, they question him, and they question the wife. They go to the house, and they say, well, Jose or Johnathan, where were you during this time? And he goes to proceed on. He was at work and things like that. He has a whole entire story / alibi where he was, and he doesn't believe that she would just, disappear, but he's not surprised because he's kind of trying to paint her in the picture as someone to be like fast in the, fast in the butt, But he paints her as like one of those girls. In reality, she was not that girl, because we know who those girls are. She was not that girl. Well, the text messages show that he basically says in the text messages that he wants she's making him angry, and he's going to hit her later on and physically assault her and all kind of crazy stuff. So not only was he violating her, he was manipulating and controlling her and being very abusive at that. So you already know what it was when he probably went into jail. But we're gonna get into that. So, listen, you girls, I'm not the one for this, but I'm just trying to get cute because I do like to look cute. Okay, back to the text messages. So the text messages were basically very damning that him and her clearly had a relationship. He couldn't deny it, but even though he did, even though he couldn't deny it, he was still denying it. Like, oh, that's not me. That's not me. That ain't your boy. That ain't your boy. Well, it was your boy. And he was like, y'all can just pretty much just sample my DNA, because I'm trying to tell y'all that it wasn't me. Come in the house, get something to drink. Y'all can just pretty much make yourself at home after investigators have spent a couple of days hanging around him and, you know, around the house. They're like, you can just pretty much just make yourself at home. Like, just come on in. You feel free to search our house. We have nothing to hide. You know, he's like, oh yeah, and by the way, I'll give you a DNA sample. I'll give you a DNA sample. That's what he said. By the way, I'll give you a DNA sample. So they were like, say what? Word? Say it again. Let me just go ahead and we about to get this DNA from him. So he gives the DNA sample, y'all. Hold on, wait. Let me take this off. He gives the DNA sample, y'all. And you know that unidentified DNA that was on there the first time that they couldn't find because there was no trace? Well, yeah, comes to find out, they found a match, and it was his. Yes, it was his sample, all in the DNA. To make matters worse, people were like, well, she's 5 months pregnant, so she must be pregnant by him, because at the time when they took the DNA sample, it was no way that she could have been pregnant by the first guy. So they're like, the second guy is definitely the one. Like, he has to be the father. But they couldn't prove it because there was obviously no DNA test. But what they should have did was took the DNA and then DNA tested the baby. But the problem was they couldn't find the body. So when they couldn't find that body, they was saying that, you know, obviously that's when people just was like, nah, something not right. So they brought him in to questioning, and they told him like, hey, yo, the DNA that we found, homeboy, was your DNA. And he was like, no, it's no way that could be my DNA. It's possibly no way, and all this stuff like that. Just lying. Like, just, I ain't even gonna say lying, but come. Come on now. You know that's your DNA. You know. Now, I come to find out, I think that he was afraid of being deported. I don't know if that was the situation, but I think that's why he lied about it, because I think he was really afraid of being deported. What is the date on this? I don't know, but I feel like I should probably get rid of it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay, this is not sponsored by my Maybelline, by the way. Maybelline, you're not sponsoring me, and this is your product. But anyway, so, yeah. So he comes to tell them it's not his DNA. They tell him, wait a minute, it is your DNA. It's all of your DNA. And yeah. So, he gets arrested because he denies it. He's like, well, I'm denied. So they get him on a couple of charges, and he's sitting in jail, y'all. Guess how long he's sitting in the Duval County jail? Guess how long he's sitting in jail? He's sitting in jail for 4 years, because that's how long it took them to process this case. Now, come on now. Y'all know that it don't take no 4 years to process no case. 4 years. Took him 4 years to process this case. And that's because they wanted to just, you know, I guess try to drag it out. I don't know what they was trying to do. When he came back, the jury had basically got on the stand and was like, wait a minute, we want to hear everybody's testimony. So guess who gets up on the stand, y'all? This is really about to this is the real crazy part. Guess who gets on that stand? The brother. The brother gets on the stand. His brother, Jose, Johnathan, the one that was trying to pretend like he didn't know what DNA was. Like, oh, it's no way you can have my DNA. See, some people just be so smart. They be so dumb at the same time. Like, you be so smart, but you be so dumb. Like, you a whole mechanic now. You done planned out all of this stuff, but you be so dumb at the same time. Like, what's really going on here? What's really tea? But the brother gets on the stand, and that kind of like, they used the testimony of the brother too, because the brother had been cooperating with the authorities, because Jose, Johnathan, like, text his brother talking about, well, this is like a big issue. This girl's missing. They think I had something to do with it. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, this is a big issue. I'm concerned, I'm worried, and all these things. Like, the brother was like, what's going on with you? You acting abnormal. And then he go to text his brother to say, I did it. I got rid of the body. I got rid of the body. This is alleged, y'all. That these were the text messages that showed up saying that he texted his brother talking about he did it or whatever. He told his brother. His brother was like, I can't have nothing to do with you, and I'm going to clear my conscience, and I'm going to let the authorities know that you told me this stuff, because I'm not going to have this sitting on my conscience. So can we say kudos to the brother? Kudos. Because he felt like this duty of, and this sense of responsibility to like literally come forth and begin to talk about the things that felt very uncomfortable to him. He was like, what is going on with you? Like, you're supposed to be my brother, and this is not you. Like, what you're doing, who you're becoming, is not somebody that I want to associate with. And I really hope to God that you didn't do this, because if you did, trust me, you are not my brother anymore. Like, we're already done from this point. Because, like, this is just not this is not what's up. Really, I think the brother was thinking, like, we didn't come to America for this. Like, you messing up my situation. You messing up my whole situation. So, listen, bro, I'm not gonna have you mess up my situation. And we did not come to America for this. So, guess what? Time is up, but I got to let them know what is up, because, baby, we not finna do this. I'm not finna go back no freaking where for you. So, he clearly had a guilty conscience. Like, he clearly had, I don't want to say a guilty conscience. He clearly had a heart to, like, release that. Like, let that go. I can't mess with you, brother. I can't mess with you, brother. Like, you doing too much. You trying to mess up our whole life situation. You know, we done took all these years to come over here from Mexico, swim over the border, and you want to do this, and you done got you a black woman, and you done moved up, you got a little thing, and you not finna mess up my situation. So, like, one of us got to go, and I'm gonna tell on you, because I didn't have nothing to do with it, because the brother didn't have anything to do with it. But the brother's like, we are about to, like, get this off the chest, because I'm not finna have this on my conscience, and you not finna do this to our abuela. Now, you know the abuela don't play, the grandma. The abuela gonna get you. You're not finna spit on the family name, because abuela is gonna wear you out. So the brother was just like, we not doing this. We just not doing this. Like, you're doing it, but I'm not doing it. I'm telling you, you're despicable. So he get up on the stand and gives all the tea, like, wait a minute, this is what he said. Now, this is really going to get y'all, before we even get deeper into this, because we about to do a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit lightning right now. So here comes the tea. Here comes the tea, the juicy part. Is this man, while he in jail, talking to the ops in jail, talking about he killed a girl and he put her body in a dumpster over there by his job. That's so disgusting. That is so, whew, my goodness. Listen, when I tell y'all, it's so, like, this whole situation is so unnecessary over a baby. First off, it's so unnecessary for you to, you know, supposedly take a life over a baby. Really, allegedly take a life over a child. And then on top of that, like, it was really because you didn't want people to really know what was really going on, because apparently she was finna expose your ass. She was finna expose the truth. She was finna let it all out. So you didn't want nobody to know what was going on. So you just say, okay, we're going to try to hide this situation. Maybe I should blend a little bit more. I like to wet these little sponge things, and it really works really good with it. Anywho, so he gets in jail and starts talking about it, but he did not know that the guys that were in jail, they were wiretapped. So, you know, they probably was like, let me wear the wire. I wear the wire. He my cellmate. I got to get up on my charge and my case. So I wear the wire. So then he had somebody that was wearing a wire that was talking to him, and he was just telling them the whole tea. I think I got a clip of what was being said right here.
Why would they want to finish? Because of my brother. So why did you kill them? If you didn't think she was going to jail, or you just felt like it was going to hit the fan and later on, whatever. Or you shot at the job and left it overnight. This girl would have jumped out screaming anything.
So yeah, he pretty much goes on to tell them like where he did, what he did with the body, what actually happened, what took place, and bragging to talking about, well, the place doesn't have cameras, so the cameras are crappy, so they're not going to be able to see me on camera. You tell on yourself just because they don't have cameras, just because they don't have cameras, bro. Just because they don't have cameras, like you know that you not that smart. You know. Is this cute? Okay. Y'all. I'm feeling myself. So yeah. So he goes on to tell all this whole story. Just because they don't have cameras, he want to talk about it and basically just tell everything about it, about what happened. And they go look at the cameras and they see the video, but they don't see actually the girl. So they want to know, it's like, all right, so they go on to say that it's possible that he did it before, and just talked about this whole bragging story to make him seem like he was like just a really serious hardcore guy, because he didn't want to be in jail and get beat up for doing what he did to a girl, to a young girl. Because you already know, when you go to prison, when you go to jail, them people know what you did. You're not gonna hide nothing. And then you kind of probably trying to make yourself seem bigger than what you are. As Kendra Lamar say, we know you ain't really about that. So, are y'all ready? Let's get ready for the review. So, okay, y'all. So, y'all ready for the reveal? Okay, yes. I put my glasses back on. I've been going back and forth with the glasses and not with the glasses. Probably need to clean them off. But let's get ready for the reveal. So, yeah. So, his family, testifies. Her family testifies. And they pretty much talk about their sadness that they're going through with not having her here. They even named the baby that she was carrying already in her stomach. And you guys, this is like the most saddest story ever. So this is like super sad. I'm about to like literally lay these edges down real quick. This is not sponsored. I just want to take like a little, oh, I've got it on my front of my head. I want to lay this down in the front of my head because this is, she is real in the front, I kind of did away with the wigs, you guys, because I wanted to give myself a break. So what do you guys think? We're about to comb it out. Yes, she's back. She's back. I'm going to put on some of this cute little perfume by MCM, which is not sponsored, but right? Not sponsored. Yeah. Yeah, she's back. She's all the way back. This time with a cute little bag. So yeah, this story is so sad. So first off, I want to send my condolences to the family of Iyana. And I really just want to say, you guys, like, it's not that deep. Like, when you get into a situation, work through it, talk it out, go to therapy. Yeah, you have no business dealing with somebody that's younger than you, but to take baby girl's life, like, I'm just like, that in itself is just like, that in itself is a sad situation. And honestly, I just send my condolences to the family, to those that this story affected. It affected me because I'm an empath, and I picked up on the story and was like, honey, this is breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart. Look, we can take her back behind the ear, but we're just gonna put her out. I hope you guys like the hair. Like, I feel so ready. So anyways, you guys, I'll see you soon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, Align with Ariana. And also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at alignwithari. And if you girlies are interested in learning how to grow your profile, how to grow your YouTube channel, then of course, click the link down below. It's my digital marketing course. No, I'm not the creator, but it's the ultimate branding course. So it helps you brand your business, digital market, and it's 100% done for you. And plus you get the MRR to it, which is the master resale rights. So you can sell the exact same course, start making money instantly without the wait, without the delay, okay? It's 2024 and us girlies are making it happen. So to all my mommies, to all the people that watch the channel, be sure to share with your friends, subscribe, and I will see you for the next murder mystery makeup talk session. See you guys, see you girls soon. Peace, love, wadu, bye.